Number 1 is a 424-yard par 4, a challenging starting hole that requires a well-hit drive down the left side of the fairway. Miss your drive to the right and you'll be blocked by the tall pines guarding the green. A well-hit drive will leave a long to mid-iron approach to a narrow green that slopes right to left and is guarded by 2 bunkers. Make a par here and you're off to a great start. Number 2 is a 317-yard par 4. The shortest par 4 on the course, this is a birdie hole. Big hitters can challenge the green with a well-hit drive, or you may lay back for a short iron into a small green guarded by 2 well-positioned bunkers. After the first hole, many look for a birdie at 2 to get their round going. Number 3 is a 370-yard dogleg left par 4. An aggressive drive requires a bit of a right-to-left ball flight path that will leave you with a short downhill approach. Many will lay back for a flat lie to this downhill green. The third green is wide and narrow front to back. It's also one of the trickiest greens on the course to putt. Number 4 is a 164-yard par 3. The first par 3 of the course isn't long, but it requires an accurate tee shot. The front left of the green is guarded by a large oak tree with a bunker position on the front right. Miss the green to the right and your ball will find its way to the bottom of the hill for a very difficult uphill pitch shot. Number 5 is a 382-yard dogleg right par 4. Longer hitters will need a left to right drive to a fairway that's tree-lined on both sides. Depending on your drive, you'll be left with a mid to short iron into the green. For your approach shot, there's one lone greenside bunker on the front right and a pine tree to negotiate if you miss your drive to the left. With a generous sized green, this too is a birdie hole with 2 well-played shots. Number 6 is a 388-yard dogleg right par 4. The last of the 2 dogleg right par 4s, an aggressive drive will need to shape left to right to hit this narrow fairway. A wayward drive to the right will leave you in thick pine trees. A drive long and left could find the pond in front of the 7th tee. Most golfers will hit something less than a driver to leave a flat lie for an approach with a mid-iron into the green. Number 7 is a 515-yard par 5. The only par 5 on the front 9 is a true risk-reward hole. Long hitters can try and take their drive over the large trees on the right side of the fairway, leaving a second shot around 200 yards. Most players will play their tee shot safe to the left of the trees. To have a short third shot, you'll have to play a fairway wood over a large creek that runs across the fairway. The elevated green is well guarded by 2 deep bunkers to the left, demanding an accurate approach shot. Number 8 is a 155-yard downhill par 3. The shortest hole on the course will be a short iron for most, but requires accurate distance control. The green is guarded by 3 bunkers, beginning front and 2 on the left side. Players who miss the narrow green long will find Long Creek that runs through the course. If you hit the green, it's one of the hardest to judge on the course, sloping from back to front and left to right. Don't let this short hole fool you. Number 9 is a 394-yard par 4, a hole that requires an accurate tee shot. A creek runs down the left side of the fairway and back across the tee shot landing area. Large oak trees line the right side of the fairway. A well-positioned tee shot will leave a short to mid-iron to an elevated 2-tiered green. Bunkers front and left guard the green, and a shot missed short and left could find its way 30 yards down the hill. If you hit the green, there are 2 distinct levels. If you're not on the proper level, it'll leave a very difficult 2-putt. Par here is a good score. Number 10 is a 545-yard par 5. The longest hole on the course requires a straight tee ball. A creek runs parallel just off the left side of the fairway, while thick pine trees line the right side. If you hit the fairway, long hitters may try to go for the green in 2, but you have to carry 2 ponds and trees. If you don't go for the green in 2, laying up is no easy task. The fairway slopes left to right toward the second pond. A well-played second shot will leave a short shot for your third. 3 well-played shots and you should have a birdie opportunity. Number 11 is a 365-yard par 4. A tight driving hole with 2 fairway bunkers on the left, a pond short right, and large pines lining the rest of the right side requires accuracy off the tee. A well-placed drive will leave most golfers a short iron for their second shot. There's a greenside bunker front right, and a misplayed shot over the green will be a lost ball. Number 11 is a good birdie chance with 2 solid shots. Number 12 is a 359-yard par 4, the shortest par 4 on the difficult back 9. While there's a generous landing area for tee balls, you'll find trouble on the left side of the fairway with a row of church pew bunkers. Avoid those, and most will have a short iron in with the green side bunkers left and right. Number 12 is the last solid birdie opportunity on the backside. Number 13 is a 237-yard par 3. This hole is considered by many the toughest hole on the course. Playing slightly downhill, it requires an accurate tee shot with out-of-bounds tight left and 2 greenside bunkers guarding the right side of the green. From 13 in, there aren't many birdie opportunities, so a par here is a very good score. Number 14 is a 451-yard par 4. 14 requires a long tee shot up the left side of the fairway, or you will be blocked by large trees that encroach in the right side of the fairway. If you find the left side of the fairway, you'll have a long iron into a slightly uphill green. The green has a false front and large greenside bunker on the left. Once on the green, you'll be hard-pressed to find a flat putt. Give yourself a pat on the back if you par this one. Number 15 is a 508-yard par 5, a reachable hole for longer hitters. Most will hit their drive straight down the middle, leaving a layup second shot for a short iron in. There's a water hazard down the right side of this hole. If you dare to cut the corner on the right, you'll have a chance to go for the green in 2. The elevated green has a large greenside bunker front right and rough to the left, leaving a difficult downhill pitch to a green running away from you. There is also out of bounds just off the right edge of the green, leaving no bailout for wayward approach shots. Number 16 is a 452-yard dogleg left par 4. Longer hitters who can hit a slight draw can take advantage of the downhill slope for a shorter approach shot. Most will hit a straight drive to the top of the plateau, leaving a long iron to an elevated green. A shallow green requires precise distance control with your approach shot. Miss the green short, and your ball will travel 20 yards down the hill, leaving a very difficult up and down. The only hole at Pine Island without a bunker is one of the toughest on the course. A par here gives you bragging rights. Number 17 is a 201-yard par 3. This picturesque par 3 requires a long iron with no margin for error. With out of bounds to the right, a water hazard on the left, and 2 deep greenside bunkers, you must commit and hit an accurate tee shot if you want to make par. Once on the green, you will have to deal with a slope from back to front and right to left, making a 2-putt no easy task. Number 18 is a 411-yard par 4. This finishing hole requires an accurate tee shot to have any chance at birdie. The right side of the fairway is lined by trees and a creek crosses as the fairway runs out. If you hit the fairway, most will have a mid-iron to an elevated green with 3 greenside bunkers left, back, and right. Once on the green, you face a severe slope from back to front. We invite you to experience the Pine Island course for yourself. Please contact the golf shop for more information.